Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be moving into 6-4, which is 6 and 7 as factors. Now I'm going to admit to you straight ahead that 6s and 7s are kind of tough for third graders. There's not really a golden rule that we can use for these or an easy thing like 9s with finger tricks, but we can use the distributive property and use facts we already know to help figure this out. So the first one has right here is 6 times 9, and it says to find the 3's facts. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that problem over here. You can see 9 times 6. And we've learned to split these numbers with the distributive property. And two numbers that add up to 6 that are really easy to work with are 3's. So we put the 3's out there. 9 times 3 plus 3. Students know to draw the arrows here. 9 times 3 plus 9 times 3. We figure those out. We can either use a 9's trick with our fingers, or we can use 3's. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 27 equals 54. If you need to stack and add that, that's fine. 27 plus 27. I feel completely comfortable with you doing that. 7 plus 7 is 14. Carry the 1. 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 1 more is at 5. So with 6's we can split those into 3's, and then we're just doing a double addition there. 7's are a little bit easier than 6's, I think, just because we can split them into 2's and 5's, which are really easy. So for this one says 7 times 5. I'm going to write it as 5 times 7 just because it's a little easier for me. Split that 7 into 5 plus 2. Drop that 5 down. And we're going to go ahead and distribute that 5 through. 5 to the 5, 5 to the 2. So I have 5 times 5 plus 5 times 2. Now we can skip count by 5s, or if we just know that fact right off the top of our head, we have 25 plus 10. 25 plus 10 is 35. We can stack and add that if we need to. 25 plus 10. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3 to get our answer of 35 for 5 times 7. What's good about 6's and 7's is that we already know a lot of strategies. We know 0s, we know 1s, we know 2s, we know 5s, we know 9s, we know 10s. We have all these different strategies. So when we come up to a 7 problem, we can just use our 2 strategy on it instead of using our 7 strategy because it's a little quicker. So for 2 times 7, I can just double the 7, and that equals 14. 6 times 7, now that's a tough one because we don't know 6's or 7's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and off to the side here I'm going to split the 7 because I like splitting 7's a little bit more. Split my 7 into a 5 and a 2. Drop the 6 down. Distribute the 6 through to the 5 and to the 2. 6 times 5 plus 6 times 2. 6 times 5, I can skip count by 5's. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I can just double that 6 with my 2 strategy and get a 12. 30 plus 12 is 42. So I can get 42 for that answer. 7 times 9, I can use a 9 strategy. 1 less than my other factor, which is a 7. 1 less would be 6. And then I need to think 6 plus what number equals 9? That's a 3. 6 times 4, I can use my double the double strategy on the 4. And if I, I can use the double strategy on my 6, not my 4. Double the 6, it equals 12. Double the 12, it equals 24. There we go. So you can go ahead and work through. You can either split it, use ones that you already know, or just know the fact by heart, which we're hoping that we have by this point in the year.